Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, all 13 of you. Do appreciate it. This week on the challenge group we're having an element theme, so we're doing all of the elements and I'm going to try and do every single one of them. As you can probably tell, I'm doing earth first, so this is my earth element look. I hope you enjoy it. I didn't not use glitter this time, and I think it's quite simple, effective, and if you wanted to, you could leave all of the flowers off your face and just have this as a normal daily look. So I hope you enjoy.
We're going to start off with a fluffy brush and grab two brown transition colours. I'm going to puff them in to the outer V and bring them in towards your inner corner. Make sure you use a very light touch, as this is just a transition shade. We are going to be adding darker colours. Use the biggest, fluffiest brush you've got, and it'll give it the diffused look on the edges. Well, I'm going to take a smaller brush and go in with a burgundy shade. Still a fluffy brush, just pack the colour on first and do small circular motions. And again bring it in towards the inner corner. It's going to look like a mess to begin with, but it will get better with more blending, I promise. Take a larger brush again and just fluff over to blend it out a little bit more. Really softly on this part. Take an even smaller blending brush and take any black shadow that you've got. Concentrate that on the outer corner. Bring it a little bit in towards the inner corner, but not too much. You're going to place it on with that smaller brush first, and then take a bigger fluffy brush to just blend it all out a little bit. Sippy. We're then going to get a beige, any beige colour shadow that you've got, highlight your brow bone and the inner corner areas. This one has a little bit of shimmer in as well, so it's really nice. You're then going to grab your concealer, MacLeod cover up, and a small concealer brush. You're going to need a tiny bit on the back of your hand and just start cutting your crease. I'm only doing a half cut crease this time, so you only want to bring it to as far as your pupil goes, the centre of your lid. Make sure that you pat it down after you've put it on, and this will help it to become tacky and the eyeshadows will stick to it easier. If it goes a bit patchy, just add more concealer. When you've got your desired shape, just make sure you pat a lot. This is a technique I've picked up from P. Louise, you might have seen them on Facebook. If you pat it, it makes it more sticky, and then that means that your eyeshadows are going to stick to it and you're going to get a better colour payoff. I was quite pleased with that. We're firstly going to go in with a yellow shade from Sugar Pill, which is Buttercup Cake, with a flat blush, and just pat that colour on. You don't want to drag it, just pat it on and just keep dipping back into the product so that you get a lot of product on here. It's absolutely over the moon to get the Crystal Leanne palette. We're going to use the lime colour from that palette, and you're going to cover the rest of the concealer with that colour. Try and blend it into the yellow if you can, but don't worry if not, because you can go over and blend it afterwards. Just cover all of the concealer with that lovely lime green colour. Still using a flat packing brush. It's easier to get it right the way up to the top of that cut crease. We're then going to go in with Maduri from Sugar Pill. It's a darker green shade, and we're going to concentrate this on the edge of that cut crease and blend it into the black. Again, just packing the colour on because we are going to blend it out a little bit. Just use a little fluffy brush and just blend it out a little bit where you think it might need it. We're then going to take Leo and Brixton from the Kristen Leanne palette, use your finger and dab that over the centre part of the eye where the lime green colour is. It doesn't really pick it up much on the camera, but it is really iridescent and it just makes the colours pop. Take whatever's left on that flat brush that you've got from Maduri off the Sugar Pill palette and just do your lower lash line with the green as well. Also drag a little bit of the black over from the outer corner into it. If you've got any fallout, just dust it away with a fan brush. Taking the Supercat pen eyeliner from Soap and Glory, do a nice big wing. I find pen eyeliners are a lot easier to handle than liquid liners. Then you're going to take number 7 mascara and just pop your mascara on. We're then going to take a bronzer from MUA and just use that as a contour. You can do this as harshly or as lightly as you like. I want to do a little bit more harsh than usual just because I knew I was going to be painting over the top of it. Make sure you blend it out. If you think it's blended enough, it's not, blend it some more. And then we're going to take the Strobe of Genius highlighter palette from NYX and I use these 3 shades. Put a lot more highlighter on than usual because it doesn't show up on camera, but just put on as much as you like or as little as you like. There is a lot of fallout with this palette, but the payoff is really good. Take a light green face paint, this one's from Snazzaroo, and a small detailed brush, and you decide where you want your vines and your leaves to go. Bearing in mind that the lighter green is going to be underneath a darker green colour, so it doesn't really matter where you put these. Make it up as you go along. Make sure you leave a little bit of space in between the 2 vines because we're going to put a flower at the edge of the eye. And just wiggle the brush around, put some nice pretty swirls in. And take a darker green face paint, again from Snazzaroo. Over the top of the lighter green, but not in the same places, add some more vines, wiggly lines and swirls. Try not to put them in the same place so that they look like separate vines. After that we're going to pop some little leaves on, just dab the brush, you don't need to put a lot of pressure on and it'll give the illusion of lots of little leaves. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a larger domed brush, load that up with a lot of white face paint, and afterwards we're going to dip it into a red face paint and just swirl it around just so that the tip's got the red on. This is called double dipping, and then when you push it on, push it sideways so that the edge is white and the centre is pink. Add some little leaves, pop your flower on the side. Added a little bit more of the pink on the inside of the flower as well because I felt like it just wasn't dark enough. As you can see. Then take your little detailed brush again, go back into the white and add some little strokes on the inside of that flower. And you're going to grab some glitter, this is just a glitter puffer, and just pop some glitter onto the flower there. I then took a white eyeliner from Urban Decay and just highlighted any further bits that I want to be a little bit more white, as sometimes the white face paint just isn't vibrant enough. Then this is from L'Oreal, it's the lip topper, it's brand new in the shade Bay, and it's very glittery, it's got no colouring at all. And that's it.
As you can see, this is the finished look. Ended up going with a cut crease and I really like it. So it's pretty simple, to be honest. It's not a hard thing to recreate. If any of you want to recreate it, that would be absolutely awesome. Please tag me if you do, and pop on over to the Facebook group and join us with the challenges. We'd love to have you there. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.